So for anyone who is not aware of how the NCATA works, this is a meet that's a team competition consisting of 6 events. The first one is compulsories, followed by 3 heats within the acro event, followed by the pyramid event, and then halftime. After halftime, there will be a toss event, tumbling event, and team event. So a running score will be kept throughout the meet, and the team with the most cumulative points at the end of all 6 events is the winner of the meet.
We can like hear what she said. Yeah. It was like replaying. Team competition consisting of 6 events. The first one is compulsories, followed by 3 heats, followed by the pyramid event,
So first up will be the compulsory event.
Cumulative points at the end.
First up is Notre Dame.
All 6 events is the winner of the meet.
So what you saw there is 2 groups doing the same thing at the same time, so that's a synchronized event. Each team will be doing the same exact skills for the compulsory event. So first we have a pretty long event, I would say. Marina and I both have done acrobatics and tumbling, and I would say we're both alumni from West Liberty, and I would say this is a pretty strenuous event.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of time and effort, especially the practicing, and just during the meet, it seems longer than it really is, but as the athlete doing it, it definitely seems like a bunch of skills all pulled together.
And honestly, one of the hardest parts, I think, which is funny to think about, is counting this event.
Yes.
Because you really have to like breathe a lot before you do it. It's a lot of counting, and you have to count pretty loud so the judges can hear as well. So we might see a little deduction in the skills that fell a little bit early. Those handstand skills where 2 girls are holding each other, you would want to see them hold that for at least 3 seconds before they come down. So there might be a slight deduction in that. But now we are just waiting for West Virginia State to take on the compulsory acro event.
Next up, in the compulsory acro meet will be West Virginia State.
So that was West Virginia State in the compulsory acro event. The first set of the 3 skills is called a toss to hands tuck off. For that, you really want to see, for the flip where the girl's going off of the base, you really want to see some good height. So there might be a small deduction there. That's something that I noticed. But overall, pretty good.
And I believe this is their first year competing, right?
It is.
Wow.
And we were saying before, kind of looking at them while they were warming up, this is a really big team for just starting out. That's really impressive. And they seem to have a pretty good dynamic on the side too. So they all look like they're having fun. I could say that for every team. So now we're just waiting for the final team to do compulsory acro. That'll be our home team, West Liberty.
Next in the compulsory acro meet will be West Liberty University.
Okay, and here comes West Liberty University with their compulsory acro. It's out of a 10.0 start value. The school record that they hold is a 9.6, and what they scored at the last meet is a 9.4.
That was a really strong event for West Liberty. Our 2 tops there were Kayla Gandy and Avery Ray. Our bases included Katie Imborski, Jillian Hart, Audrey Prater, Abby Horvath, Peyton Fry, and Abby Swinderman. That looked really good to me. I don't know about you.
It was very impressive from West Lib. It was very in sync, feet together, no movement for the tops there, no steps for the bases either, and that's what we want to see.
I think what really stood out there too was the height that they got from the first tuck off.
Next, we have the compulsory pyramid. First up in the compulsory pyramid heat will be Notre Dame.
So now we have the compulsory pyramid heat. Each team will be scored out of 10 points as well. So first up we have Notre Dame. And this is the second out of the 4 compulsory events.
For Notre Dame.
It was really in sync. Obviously we have the 2 groups again doing the same thing, and this time we're seeing for the first time in this meet a straddle pyramid. So you'll see basically 3 layers of people is what it looks like. 2 girls standing on the bottom, and then 1 person as the mid who's in the middle, and then the top girl doing a straddle. Virginia State taking the floor for compulsory pyramid.
So that was West Virginia State. They looked good out there. Her straddle was she was able to hold her straddle very well. The catch was a little off balance there, but they caught themselves and then they cleaned, which looked very good at the end.
Yeah, so what they're really looking for is the straddle at the top has to hold for at least 3 seconds. They really want to see that dismount really get some height, and then the catch should be completely solid with no movement. So for all 3 teams, that's what the judges are looking for in the scores. So it's really like in every event, you can kind of tell you kind of have to be like a robot in a way and not move at all.
Super sharp, super straight, yeah.
And that's what I think of it as, at least. And here comes our home team, West Liberty.
So we have our first group with Avery Ray as our top, Katie Amborski for our mid, Chloe Palmer for our base, Peyton Fry for the base, Kylan Hartman for our tosser, and Paige Lawrence for the catcher. The group 2 on the right side will have Kayla Gandy as the top, Abby Swinderman as the mid, Savannah Turner-Davis as the base, Abby Salzman as the base, Abby Horvath as the tosser, and Gabby Golden for the catcher.
Another pretty strong event from West Liberty. I think their timing was really good. They were perfectly in sync. And I think that since they have the same hairstyle too, it makes them look even more in sync. That's Avery and Kayla on top.
That's one great and fun thing about Acro. We always would do our hair in funny and just crazy styles.
Yeah, and you can see that from every team. I really like that a lot of different people from each team have like matching hair bows and matching braids.
First up, the compulsory toss heat will be Notre Dame College.
So we are in our third event now for compulsory, and this is the toss event. This will be 2 groups from each team. A really strong event for Notre Dame.
That was. I like the height of that top toss too.
The timing was really good too. Good catches. Pretty good all around.
That's the main thing for these toss events. You want to see how high the tops can go and then focus on the bases, catching them, and how tight they can be without stepping. Just making sure everything looks clean and put together. From a good tuck toss, you can then advance to better and harder tosses like fools. And I'm excited to see the tosses.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see
the
that
different
too.
types this meet.
So now we've got West Virginia State for the compulsory toss. So for this event, we saw West Virginia State. They just did, what would you call that, a straight ride?
Which just gets you ready to flip and kind of shows the tops how to stretch up really high and get that height.
So now we are just waiting for West Liberty for the compulsory toss event.
For compulsory toss, our school record was a 9.9. At the last meet they scored a 9.75. So they're getting up there in the points. Group 1 on the left side, you'll see Kayla Gandy as the top, Abby Swinderman as the base, Liv Neola as the base, Abby Horvath as the back, and Abby Saltzman as the front. In Group 2 on the right side, you'll see Callie Moses as the top, Gabby Golden as the base, Peyton Fry as the base, and Anna Hester as the back, and Elle Godby as the front.
Pretty strong event for West Liberty. The timing was really good. The height was awesome. And something that really stood out to me was the catches. I didn't see, from my point of view, any steps or any sort of deviation.
Yep, it looked very good from the Hilltoppers.
So now we'll have one more event for compulsory. This will be the fourth and final one. This will be compulsory tumbling. So it'll be some basic tumbling standing skills, and the girls will move into a running back handspring layout. So Notre Dame's taking the side of the floor, ready to go.
The final meeting of the compulsory event will be the tumbling meet. First up in the compulsory tumbling meet will be Notre Dame College.
looked really good from Notre Dame. This is like one of those events that looks a lot easier than it really is. You're really holding your breath the whole time. That way you're not stepping at all after any sort of tumbling. Everything has to be perfectly in sync.
Yep, I was just about to say compulsory tumbling was probably one of the hardest events. You basically just want to mirror the person next to you, and that stuck landing is probably the most important thing.
And I think the goal for this is to have 8 athletes compete it. So you could see the girls are kind of all staggered. That way each judge has a full view of each girl doing the skill. That's one of the biggest things that we would always practice.
So now we're just waiting for West Virginia State University to perform their compulsory tumbling. I think we were always next to each other during tumbling.
We were in practice and at meets. It was like a ritual we had to do.
Definitely.
I know a lot of girls that do like tumbling and gymnastics, like everyone's so superstitious. Like you have to have your exact like hair tie and like down to everything. I know a lot of us would always have like lucky hairstyles, and I've heard people from other teams doing that too.
And unlucky hairstyles. But we don't want to talk about those. So.
Next up, the compulsory tumbling team will be West Virginia State.
West Virginia State. I think one of my favorite parts of this event, which I just noticed with West Virginia State, is at your final tumbling pass, you're tumbling towards your own team, so the girls can see them cheering them on.
Yeah, it's definitely a big motivator when everyone's screaming for you and cheering you on.
Especially the people you spend every single practice and workout with. Because there's a lot that goes into these 10-second events.
Yep.
You'd be surprised.
And it definitely is all about the relationship of the team. I see all 3 teams here tonight have it seems like they have a good bond together.
Absolutely. It's all good vibes in here tonight.
So for West Liberty's compulsory tumbling, their school record is an 8.9, and what they scored at the last meet was an 8.65. The girls competing this acro is Kayla Gandy, Jillian Hartz, Callie Moses, Abby Horvath, Avery Ray, Marin Donnelly, Audrey Prater, and Savannah Turner Davis.
And for anyone who might not be that familiar with the tumbling skills, the first one is a standing back tuck. Second is a toe jump or straddle tuck. And then the third one is a standing back handspring tuck. And then the girls move into a running layout. So now here comes our home team, West Liberty. really good synchronization all over. I didn't see too many steps. This is a very, very particular event, though. So many possible things that they could deduct on. It's like the tiniest little things, even if your feet aren't glued together and your hands break.
And it just comes down to the chest too. The judges look at the chest as well.
The start value is determined by the difficulty and combination of each skill. Each position must be above 3 seconds. The officials will be looking for body position at the top, stability of the base, and continuing skills. This event demonstrates power sharing and balance. The scores are in for the compulsory event. Please direct your attention to the video board. Notre Dame College, Acro, 6.8. West Virginia State, Acro, 2.1. And West Liberty, Acro, 9.4. In the Pyramid League, Notre Dame College, 9.35. West Virginia State, 6.8. And West Liberty University, 9.75. In the top seat, Notre Dame College, 9.45. West Virginia State, 3.95. And West Liberty, 9.55. In the Tumbling League, Notre Dame College, 4.8. West Virginia State, 2.0. And West Liberty University, 7.7. Event total, Notre Dame College, 30.40. West Virginia State, 14.85. And West Liberty University, 36.4.
So right now, West Liberty is leading us with a score of 36.4. Notre Dame is second with 30 points, .4, and West Virginia State is in third place right now with 14.850. And it's really hard to, obviously a team could be leading the whole time, but when it comes down to team event, it could take 1 or 2 points to take another team completely up to first place. I mean, we've had meets ourselves where we've been down, or the other team has been down at least 15 points, and
Yep, you never know how it's going to turn out till the very end.
that's right.
The start value of 9.20, Notre Dame College.
So this is 5-element acro for Notre Dame. That was Notre Dame.
So this next event is the acro event. This marks the beginning of the optional portion of the meet. Each team will compete with skills previously chosen with different possible start values. There will be between 2 and 4 athletes on the floor in each of the 3 heats. Heat 1 has 5 elements, Heat 2 has 6 elements, and Heat 3 has 7 elements. The start value is determined by the difficulty and combination of each skill. In addition, each position must be held for 3 seconds. This demonstrates power, strength, and balance.
So we saw a handstand in this event for Notre Dame. You could tell the girls were super excited about that, as they should be. That's a very hard skill to master. And here's West Virginia State for 5 element. That was West Virginia State. So what we mean by 5 elements is it's 5 different skills. So even one skill could just be climbing up to someone's shoulders.
Yep.
And obviously the harder the skills get, the higher you can score in this event. So some teams might have different start values. Some might only be starting out of a total possible 9, and some teams might be starting at a 10. So it's just all about the difficulty level.
Yep, definitely. And this, for West Liberty, this 5 element acro is out of a 10.0. Their school record is a 9.75, and they scored at the last meet 9.7. So we'll see if tonight will be the night that they can catch up to that school record.
I'm excited.
For 5 element acro, we have top Bella Paternoster. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Abby Swinderman as the base, and Paige Lawrence as the base.
And so in this, for West Liberty, all schools are doing different skills in a different order. So compulsory, we saw everyone do the same exact thing. Now this is when the teams can be a little bit more creative and show their own strengths and skills. So we'll see West Liberty do a half up, half around, and full off, which will be 1 base holding 1 girl. And then after that, 2 bases will lift the top up into an inversion, and then they'll let go and balance into a handstand. This is always a pretty nerve-wracking part.
I was just about to say that.
Because this is like all of like the part where you really have to have your best balance.
Yep.
Hopefully the adrenaline takes over for the good.
Start by 10, West Liberty University.
And here comes our West Liberty Hilltoppers.
Not too bad.
That was a great 5 element
That
for the
was,
Hilltoppers.
it was. The full off was really good.
Yep, the top Bella, that full off and that stuck landing looked so great out there, and that they held the inversion for 3 seconds and came down perfectly.
You can tell a lot of work really went into that. And you can see the base Abby as Bella's holding her inversion. She's counting, making it very obvious that they held for 3 seconds.
And the judges like to see that.
They do. It's a pretty long 3 seconds. I would say it's like the longest 3
Feels like
seconds
5
of my
up
life.
there.
Yeah. I'm sure all of these girls could account to that.
Up first with the start time of 8.85, Notre Dame College.
So Sixth Element is now a synchronized event. It used to not always be like that. For the sync event, I was involved in the school record for that. And I have to brag on Marina for a second, because for 5 Element that we just saw, she does hold the school record for that. PSA. But that was a super strong event from Notre Dame. I loved the presses that they did.
Yes,
that's really
that was
impressive.
very impressive. I love that.
Yeah, so when I competed this event, it wasn't sync, so it was just one group, kind of like how the other element is. So it's a lot's changed really within just, 2 to 3 years, so it's still a fairly new sport, and the changes we've seen from year to year, it blows my mind.
So now we're just waiting for West Liberty 6th Element Acro. It is starting at a 9.8 start value. The school record for the sync is a 9.25, and they scored at the last meet 8.75. There'll be 2 groups, as we said before, the synchronized groups. Avery Ray will be the top, and Callie Moses will be the top. We'll have Katie Amborski as the base, Jillian Hartz as the base, and Audrey Prater for the base. Gabby Golden, Liz Poling, and Elle Godby as the base. After West Virginia State, we will see the Hilltoppers.
Strong event from West Virginia State. I really liked the pike holds.
Yes.
That was very synchronized, and that's one of those skills that is so much harder than it looks. It takes so much core strength.
Definitely.
So I really applaud them for that. Now West Liberty's taking the floor for 6 element. Their start value is a 9.8.
Very solid from the Hilltoppers.
Very solid. The only thing I really saw was a slight difference in timing for the layout off. But other than that, all the technique was really good. Timing was great.
Yep.
Landings were stuck.
And those half arounds, the bases had great control of both bases.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if the live stream can see it, but our West Liberty dance team is here cheering on all of our girls tonight. And I think they said that this was the first time they've done like any sort of sideline. So we're very excited for that.
And we love incorporating all teams together. We really do.
Each period of this event will be 7 element. Up first is a start value of 9.35, Notre Dame College.
So now we're in our final part of the acro event. This is the 7 element acro for Notre Dame. I loved that straddle element they put in at the end.
That was very different.
So normally we just see the girls kind of kick up off of the base's leg into the straddle, but she actually went off of her shoulders and then pulled up into the straddle.
Again, a lot of core.
Absolutely.
Core strength to do that.
7 element, obviously it has a lot of elements. There's 7. It's one of those that you think it's over and then it just keeps going.
Yep.
So now we're just waiting for West Virginia State.
Next, with the start value of 8.55, West Virginia State.
And here comes West Virginia State, 7 element.
solid event
I
from West
like that
Virginia State.
inversion, come down and twist at the end.
I like that too.
That was a nice touch to that.
So now we're waiting for our home team, West Liberty, to take the floor. They're starting out at a start value of 10.0. The school record for this is a 9.85. At the last meet, they scored a 9.55. So we'll see Kayla Gandy, Abby Horvath, Chloe Palmer, Abby Swenderman, and Peyton Fry. This skill is going to include a half up to a one-to-one, which is one base, one top, and then they'll go back down to the shoulders, do a half around, layout off, straddle pop over, and an inversion. A lot of hard skills back to back.
And that half up to the top one-to-one, we're going to really focus on that strength and balance with the base and the top.
Yeah, so the base will lift the top to a complete full extension without any assistance, right?
No back spot.
Next, the start value of 10, West Liberty University.
That half up to the complete top, one-to-one, is so impressive.
Always so cool to watch.
It is. It looks like they're seriously defying gravity.
Yeah.
There was a slight bobble on the half around, but they saved it, so I'm excited to see the scores.
Let's introduce the pyramid event. The pyramid event will be our final event in the first half. In the pyramid event, athletes will build 3 layers of structure. The start value of each heat is determined by the difficulty and the combination of the entry, structure, and discipline. The pyramid event has 3 different heats with different requirements for each heat. Heat 1 is without inversion, Heat 2 must be synchronized, and Heat 3 is open heat. Key things the officials will be looking for are a hold by the top for 3 seconds following the entry, stability of the structure, and a smooth dismount that ends with either a catch or a layup.
You just read it down there. I think they can hear it, so we should be okay. So now we're just waiting for scores, and then we'll be starting into the pyramid heat. But while we're waiting for those scores, we'll go ahead and give some attention to our lovely coaches from each team. So from our home team, I think we're about to announce the scores.
In the final element heat, Notre Dame College, 8.50, West Virginia State, 5.55, and West Virginia University, 9.45. In the sixth element heat, Notre Dame College, 6.85, West Virginia State, 6.25, and West Virginia University, 9. In the seventh element heat, Notre Dame College, 6.200, West Virginia State, 6.300, and West Virginia University, 8.65. The event total, Notre Dame College, 21.55, West Virginia State, 18.10, and Community College 51.95, West Virginia State 32.95, and West Virginia University 63.5.
So right now our standings are at West Liberty leading with 63.5, Notre Dame following behind with 51.95, and West Virginia State following that with 32.950. So now Notre Dame will be taking the floor in the first heat of the pyramid event. This is the inversion pyramid. So Notre Dame just left off with a handstand pyramid. The only thing I really saw was that it didn't hold for the complete long 3 seconds that they want, but I thought it looked pretty good. The top had a really pretty handstand position.
It's really cool with this event is that the mid has to stand on the two bases thighs and kind of just create a pyramid, as it says in the name. Definitely balance and strength again is definitely very difficult for this one. And the base is down there just hugging for dear life on those mid's legs.
And you can tell the mid is really not standing flat like they would on the ground. Their feet are at a complete 45-degree angle. So now we're just waiting for West Virginia State to do their first inversion pyramid. The pyramid events are always so nerve-wracking too, because there's so many people piled up, and if one foot slips or one hand might move a little bit, the whole thing could go down. So
next, with a start value of 9.4, West Virginia State.
that was West Virginia State with the inversion pyramid. These events clearly take a lot of people to put them up. I remember there was a pyramid that a couple of girls on our team competed at one point, and it took so many people to put it up. I can't remember exactly how many, but
half the team at least.
We had some kind of name for it because there were so many people.
Yep, and now we're waiting for West Liberty's inversion pyramid. This will start at a 10. Their school record is a 9.95, and what they scored at the last meet was an 8.9. For this heat, the top must be in an inverted position.
Next, start value 10, West Liberty University.
So here comes our home team.
We have the top as Kayla Gandy, the mid, Abby Horvath, Chloe Palmer, Peyton Fry as the base, Gabby Golden as the tosser, Abby Swinderman as the catcher, Liz Pulling as the catcher, and Katie Amborski as the catcher. Very good for West Liberty University. That handstand was great at holding for 3 seconds.
Yeah, the full extension, you're basically just balancing 2 handstands on top of each other, because you see Kayla at the top having to be in a perfect handstand position, but Abby right under her also has to be in a perfect handstand position.
Yep.
It's like you have to really hit that perfect spot, and they did a pretty good job. It's a really far drop too, so I'm impressed by how solid the catch was
Yes,
too.
that's definitely an important factor as well.
It's now time for pyramid and D2. The senior record. Up first with a start value of 9.5, Notre Dame College.
So first will be Notre Dame in the synchronized pyramid event. So since this is synchronized, you'll see 2 groups doing the same thing at the same time. And that was Notre Dame. So you can see all of these pyramids are taking place on what they call thigh stands. So like Marina said earlier, the 2 bases are really holding on to the mid for dear life. Holding the weight of 2 people on 1 leg. I thought that was a solid event from Notre Dame.
Yes.
The dismounts were awesome. And I love the spin down. Yeah.
Me too. And the straddles were very good as well.
Yeah, their team's looking really solid so far.
Next, with a start value of 8.80, West Virginia State.
And here we have West Virginia State's synchronized pyramid.
And I think they said the start value was 8.80. And that was West Virginia State for the sync pyramid. Next up will be West Liberty University. This is one of my favorite events because I was involved in one of the school records for this. So we scored a 9.85, and one of the athletes on the mat right now, Katie Amborski, was also in that with me. There were a lot of people in that pyramid. It was one of those that took a lot of people to put up. But at the last meet, they scored a 9.75. So we'll see if they can beat it.
I hope they do.
I feel it. This will be a 270 up into a straddle and flip to cradle dismount. So it'll be 2 groups.
West Liberty University.
That was a solid event from West Liberty. I'm really impressed.
That was very good.
And this is the first, I think the first time we've seen any backbend pyramids, right? So you could see that the 2 mids this time were standing on someone literally bent in half on the ground,
Yes.
upside down. When you think of it that way, it's really crazy. I really give a lot of credit to the mids for this event because you're balancing on top of someone while also holding someone's entire weight on top of you.
With no help.
No help at all.
Up first with a start value of 9.60, Notre Dame College.
So now this will be the open pyramid, so that means the teams can essentially do whatever they want. And those are the Notre Dame Falcons.
Again, with that 3-second hold, you could see the girl in the back counting for the judges, and it just kind of adds that extra look at us. We can hold it for 3 seconds, which is really nice to see.
And these look so much taller in person than they do like over the camera. It doesn't do it justice.
Next is the start value of 9.20, West Virginia State.
And that was West Virginia State's open pyramid. I like that solid pull down off the straddle. That was really nice.
It's another one of those things that it's so much harder than it looks.
Because it's basically a blind landing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much that goes into, especially straddle pyramids. I mean, you have to hold your hands a certain way, like.
Yeah. And we are waiting for West Liberty's open pyramid. Their school record is a 10-0. Their last score at the last meet was a 9-7. We have Kayla Gandy as the top, Abby Horvath as the mid, Chloe Palmer as the base, Peyton Fry as the base, Jillian Hartz as the brace, Gabby Goodland as the tosser, Kylan Hartman as the catcher, Liv and Liz as the catcher as well.
And it'll be a 270 up to a 1-to-1 press again, but this time on top of thigh stands.
Yes.
So this should be fun to watch.
Super solid for West Liberty. That catch.
So impressive.
Yes.
And again, the catch is like happening from such a high height.
Yes.
But they stuck it.
Learn more about acrobatics and tumbling, the fastest growing collegiate sport for women, by visiting the NCATA.org. You'll find the 2024 meet schedules and results, information from the NCATA, and the links to the NCATA social media, as well as information about becoming a coach, student athlete, or official in this exciting sport. Visit the NCATA.org today.
So now we're just waiting for those pyramid scores for each team.
And before we depart for halftime, we will give our coaches the credit they deserve. So from our home team, West Liberty, we have head coach Kelsey Kyle, graduate assistant Hannah Kalworski, and volunteer assistant Ashley Rebel. For Notre Dame, we have Nikki Pizzi as the head coach. And for West Virginia State, we have Caitlin Miller as the head coach and Bianca Young as the team manager. So we couldn't do it without our coaches.
Yes. Amazing people.
So now we'll be back in about 15 minutes at the conclusion of halftime. So that was Notre Dame starting us off with the toss event. Just to kind of give a recap of what's happened, after our pyramid scores, West Liberty is leading with a 91.85. Notre Dame's following with a 77.65, and West Virginia State is following that with a 54.9.
Next is the start value of 8.55, West Virginia State.
So now West Virginia State for their first part of the toss event. That was West Virginia State. And this toss event is specifically called the Salto Toss.
Yep. And West Liberty toppers will be doing the Salto Toss. Their school record is a 9.25, and the score at the last meet was a 9.25. So they broke the school record of the first meet of their season. Before, while I was on the team, I actually held the school record, and I competed at the first, I think it was the first ever double back here, or not double back, sorry, double full back toss here at West Liberty.
Back full, double 2 times.
Oh my gosh, so confusing.
To sum it up, it was like a really good toss. Marina's an insane athlete, so I gotta brag on her there.
But tonight we will see Kayla Gandy as the top, Liv as the base, Abby Swinderman as the base, Abby Horvath as the back, and Abby Stolzman as the front spotter.
And this will be a back full toss.
West Liberty's back full toss. Again, here in this event, or these events, we're looking for height and body position, and the catch is the most important part as well.
We always say tosses are all about timing. You really have to have your bases throw and your top go up at the same exact time. And it looks like you could just, toss them in the air, but there's so much that goes into it. Hundreds and hundreds of drills and practicing basics. I know a lot of teams use what are called toss belts, which I think are really, really cool.
West Liberty actually just got their first toss belt here. I know some of the girls on the team have been using it and learning new skills, so that's very impressive. And I'm excited to see one of the new tosses here by Jillian Hartz.
Me too.
D2 of this event is a synchronized toss. Up first, with a start value of 9.0, Notre Dame College.
So now Notre Dame will start us off with the synchronized toss, so we'll have two groups doing the same toss at the same time.
A very impressive sync toss by Notre Dame. I really like their body positioning in that layout. Is very tight and clean.
Next up will be West Virginia State with the synchronized toss. And that was Notre Dame. Or not
West
Notre Dame,
Virginia
West Virginia State. Yes.
There we go.
I keep getting it mixed up because with a tri-meet, you have two teams sharing one mat. So we're kind of looking at both teams just kind of mixed together.
Yep.
What would you say your favorite event was when you did acro?
Obviously tumbling. I love tumbling, and I think I enjoyed Fifth Element also. What was yours?
I always liked team because
Oh yeah.
I just love the music and
100%.
like the chaos. I just love it. But I also oddly loved compulsory acro. It was always my favorite.
Yeah.
Next is the start value of 9.40, West Liberty
So now we'll have West Liberty doing a back full toss as sync. And that was West Liberty. So on the left side we had Kayla Gandy as the top. We had Liv, both Abbies, 3 Abbies actually. And on the right side we had Callie, Gabby, Peyton, Anna, and Elle. I didn't realize how many Abbies we had on the team.
But yeah, it was very impressive for both. West Liberty's both tops can do a full toss.
Yeah,
in sync as well.
Yeah, and especially for this event, they're looking for no movement and tight catches for the bases. So you would think they're mostly just looking at the flip in the air, but really, I feel like most of the scoring goes towards underneath too.
The ending as well, yeah.
Yeah. So now this is the open toss, starting out with Notre Dame. That was a beautiful layout.
Yeah, yet again, very good body positioning for Notre Dame.
For any tops that have ever done a layout toss, the weirdest thing is your legs feel so heavy, and it's almost, I think it's one of the hardest tosses to pull off because you only have so much time to get your legs back under, and you have to keep that perfect position. But she did a really good job at not piking her body in, and she stayed in the laid-out position. So now West Virginia State with the open toss. So they had a front toss there.
Yep, solid front toss. We are waiting for our open toss from West Liberty University. Their start value is a 9.6. The school record for the open toss is a 9.45. And what they scored at the last meet is an 8.95. Also, I was in this school record as well for my front double full as a 9.45 when I was on the team.
And that's out of 9.6, so nearly a perfect score.
Claudia's hyping me too much. But for this toss, we have Avery Ray as the top, Katie Amborski for the base, Audrey Prater for the base, Savannah Turner-Davis for the front spot, and Paige Lawrence for the back spot.
And she'll also be competing the front double
toss, yes.
Avery's technique is always just so beautiful with everything she does. I've always said that about her. She just has like a natural like elegance with every single thing she does.
Yep.
Next up is the tumbling. This event has 6 heats. The first 3 are synchronized group tumbling passes, a duo, trio, and a quad tumbling pass, and the last 3 are individual tumbling passes. The start value of each heat is determined by the difficulty and combination of skills of each pass. Officials will be looking for synchronization in the first 3 heats, as well as continuity of skills and acceleration of the pass, proper body positions during skills, and the body position and control of the landing.
So now while we're waiting for the toss scores, the athletes are getting ready for the tumbling event. So this is a pretty long event. We have 6 heats because the first half of it is group tumbling and the second half will be individual passes, which I always love to see.
Yep. And this is definitely one of the hardest events, tumbling, during the meet because it's at the end and they already worked so hard with all the events prior, and now they have to catch their energy, catch their breath for tumbling.
In the 450 salto meet, Notre Dame College 8.25, West Virginia State 7.15, and Westwood 8.55. In the synchronized meet, Notre Dame College 8.15, West Virginia State 5.85, and Westwood 7.95. In the open meet, Notre Dame College 8.60, West Virginia State 6.95, and Westwood 8.45. That makes your event total for 25.0, West Virginia State 19.95, and Westwood 24.95. The running total, Notre Dame College 102.65, West Virginia State 74.85, and Westwood 116.8. The first seed in tumbling event is the duo pass. Up first, the start value is 7.5, Notre Dame College, number 38, Emma Roche, and number 16, Caitlin Smith.
So that was Notre Dame with the first duo pass of the meet. So they did a round off back handspring layout, and I thought it looked really good.
Yep, and the key to this event also is definitely mirroring your partner, and the counts and the steps is the most important during this event because you want to be in sync and you want to look basically the same height, the same speed. Every skill should look the same.
And just to recap the scores, Notre Dame won the toss event. That brings our overall scores to West Liberty still leading with 116.8. Notre Dame following behind with 102.65, and West Virginia State following that with 74.85. Yeah, these synchronized passes are especially hard because you almost have to listen for how your partner's tumbling and also look out of the corner of your eye too.
Yep.
While also doing your own skill, so there's a lot that goes into everything.
We are currently waiting for West Virginia State's duo.
Next, we start by 8.85, West Virginia State. Number 12, Grayson Cooper, and number 9, Caitlin Smith.
That was West Virginia State with their duo pass. I love on the side the girls are doing a big tunnel.
Oh yes, that was always so fun.
Yeah, and you can see Notre Dame is joining them. So fun.
I really liked their duo pass. That Arabian was a nice.
It was.
Arabian into the round-off handspring full was very impressive. The harder skills you do, obviously it's harder to get those in sync. So when they are in sync, it looks really good. From West Lib here, we will be going to see a round-off whip full by Callie Moses and Bella Paternoster.
And this starts out at a 9.1. The school record is an 8.8. At the last meet, they scored an 8.3, so we'll see if they can top it.
Yep. And the immediate whip to full is very impressive.
Yes.
Because you have no hands touching the ground at all times.
Let alone to have two athletes do it together.
Yep. Next, for the start value of 9.10, West Lib. Number 2, Katie Moses, and number 15, Bella Paternoster.
My jaw's on the floor. That's crazy
That was
to me.
an amazing
They
pass
made it look
that they
so
did.
easy.
And it was like they were the same person.
Yeah. That made me really excited to see the rest of the tumbling they have.
Me too.
We now move on to the trio pass. Up first, with a start value of 9.10, Notre Dame College. Number 5, Jenna Janowski. Number 1, Katie Rice, and number 35, Sydney Gibson.
So now the trio pass from Notre Dame. Solid.
Very impressive 1.5 by Notre Dame. Their body positions were great and
They were.
straight.
Those are also blind landings, so the endings were pretty impressive.
And the kind of easier way to watch tumbling like this is always looking at their round-off leg, I feel like. When they hurdle, you can really tell if they're going to be in sync or not by everyone's hurdle.
Yep. That's why a lot of the times at practice we'll do timing without even doing the skill, just going up to the round off.
Yep.
So.
Next, the start value of 9.10, West Virginia State. Number 9, Kenzie Stanley. Number 12, Gracie Brewer. And number 15, Alyssa Siegel.
Now West Virginia State's trio pass. The timing was great. The landings just got them.
But still pretty good, 1.5 by West Virginia State.
Yeah, body positions were great. Timing was great.
Up next, we have West Liberty's trio. It's starting at an 8.5. The school record was an 8.5 as well. What they scored at the last meet was a 7.65. Sorry. And the girls competing in this is Abby Horvath, Elle Godby, and Kate Lowry. This skill is just a round-off full, no back handspring.
Which I don't think we've seen yet.
No, we haven't.
Next is the start body of 8.5, Wesley. Number 3, Kathy Horvath. Number 4, Ella, and number 21, Kate Conley.
Nice clean event.
Very good sync.
And with that, you don't have the handspring lining you up first, so makes it a little bit different.
The final meeting of the synchronized passes will be the quad pass. Up first, we start by 8.5, Notre Dame College. Number 31, Amelia Galley. Number 34.
Now we will be seeing Notre Dame's quad tumbling, starting at a 9.1.
Yeah, and this will be the last event that we see multiple people tumble together.
That was very solid for them. They even cleaned on time and everything.
It
That was really
was.
good.
And you can see their coach is so happy.
Yes.
Next is the start by 7.0, West Virginia State. Number 2, Kathleen. Number 15,
And here comes West Virginia State's quad tumbling.
and number 17, Jerry Johnson.
So their quad pass was a round off back handspring tuck. I wish the live stream could see the tunnel they
tunnel.
have.
Now we'll be waiting for West Liberty's quad pass. They are starting at a 9.1. Their school record is an 8.25, and what they scored at the last week was an 8.05. The girls competing this is Kayla Gandy, Jillian Hartz, Audrey Prater, and Avery Ray, and the skills that they will be doing is a round up back handspring 1.5.
So after this event, we'll be doing the individual passes.
And 3 out of 4 of the girls standing right now are in the individual passes.
It's a nice little warm up.
Yeah,
Get the
definitely.
adrenaline out. And that's a big thing too, is acro meets, clearly there's so many events, it's so hard to keep your energy up. That's why it's so important that you have teammates that keep you hyped up and motivated on the side.
100%.
And after a long day of school, everyone's ready to go to bed.
Oh yeah.
Next is the start by 9.10, West Liberty University. Number 0, Kayla Gandy. Number 5, Audrey Prater. Number 8, Jillian Hartz. And number 10, Avery Ray.
so good.
That was very good.
I really liked how they staggered, like
so you
their
can see it
formation.
easier.
Yeah,
There was a step off the mat, so that would be a little bit of a deduction.
yeah.
But overall, that was great sync and great landings.
Yeah, I can see them fixing the stagger to be like the opposite way because of that step. And for anyone who doesn't know, if you step off the mat, that results in a deduction. Even if you're standing straight up perfectly, if you step off.
Yep. That comes to play in team.
Yeah.
Team event, yep.
We will now move into individual tumbling passes. First will be the aerial pass. Up first with the start line is 7165, Notre Dame College, number 15, Adriana.
So now we're having Notre Dame College with the aerial pass. That was a very solid aerial pass.
I love how the coaches are always there to celebrate at the end too.
I feel like that's motivation to get to the other side is your coach standing there waiting for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a very consistent pass.
And it was fluent too. That's the main thing with these solo or individual passes is you want to look at how smooth the tumbling pass is by each girl.
Yeah, like you want everything to flow from one thing to the next.
Yes.
Next is the start line of 8.85, West Virginia State, number 9, Kennedy Stanley.
And here comes West Virginia State's aerial pass. That was beautiful. I love that Arabian pass. And also a big thing with these tumbling passes is you want the landing to be controlled.
Yeah, and she did that.
Yeah, she did. She was very good with that. Next up, we have West Liberty's aerial pass, performed by Kayla Gandy. This aerial pass is a 9.6. The school record is a 9.6, and the score at the last meet is a 9.45. Her tumbling pass is kind of intense. It's a front handspring, front tuck, round off whip, 2 back handsprings into a 1.5.
It's a lot of elements.
Next is the start line of 9.75, from West Liberty, number 0, Kayla Gandy.
Amazing.
Solid.
That was so good.
And I know she really puts the work in
Yes,
for those
I was just about to
two.
say, Kayla Gandy is just an overall amazing athlete. After aerial pass, we have 6-element pass, which basically you have 6 elements within the one pass.
The fifth heat in the tumbling event is a 6-element pass. Up first, to start volume 9.10, Notre Dame College, number 35, Sydney Gibson.
Her technique was so good. I
That
could
was
tell she was a
great.
gymnast.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we have a lot of talented tumblers
Absolutely.
in the house right now.
I love the solo passes because you really get to see like someone's individual skills. Because the majority of the meet is so team-based, it's cool to see, you know, some people go off individually.
Yep, definitely. And that's what's great about the sport of acro. Like, everyone can be good at a different thing, and you just put it all together and you work as a team.
Yeah.
Next is start volume 9.5, West Virginia State's number 12, Gracie Luger.
That was awesome.
That was a great pass.
And like how you
By
were
number
saying
12.
about how fluent everything
Yes.
needed to be, she really had that fluent connection.
Yep. And 1.5 step outs are super hard to keep moving, so that looked very nice.
She
For
made it look
West-
easy.
West Virginia State. For West Liberty University, we have Jillian Hartz performing the 6-element pass. It starts at a 9.75. The school record is a 9.25, and what was scored at the last meet was a 9.175. The skills she would be performing is a round off back handspring, 1.5 step out, round off whip, immediate back tuck. Which the whip to the immediate back tuck still blows my mind every time I see it, because it's just no hands and you're just pushing off by the power of your legs.
Yep. More so just your ankles than anything, too. Coach Hannah's back there hyping her up.
Yeah. Coach Hannah's the best hype person, I swear.
Yeah, Hannah just graduated last year, so she knows exactly what these girls are feeling.
And a perfect stick by Jill.
Yeah. She executed that so well.
She did.
You can tell she's so happy.
She's pretty. I love her. But yeah, that was very good, and the flow of that was very impressive.
Jill has always been one to never be afraid to try anything either. She's always the one willing to try like the crazy stuff when it comes to tumbling.
The final heat of the tumbling will be the open pass. Up first to start volume 9.10, Notre Dame College, number 1, Katie Rice.
So first up, Notre Dame with the open pass.
Very solid for Notre Dame.
Yeah, she had great height on that as well. A solid 1.5.
So now we're waiting for West Virginia State's open pass.
Next is start by 8.55, West Virginia State's number 15, Alyssa Seymour.
Again, very solid landing. Nice and
Solid
clean.
pull. And I believe we're on the last part of tumbling.
Yep.
So we're nearing the end. After this, we'll just have team event, which is my favorite part. But last from West Liberty, we have Audrey Prater. Her open pass starts at a 9.4, and at the last meet, it was scored as an 8.875. She'll be doing a round-off whip, 2 back handsprings into a 1.5. So that's a pretty long pass.
Yeah.
But Audrey is definitely a powerhouse tumbler.
She always has been.
Next is start by 9.4, West Liberty's number 5, Audrey Prater.
Great job.
While we're waiting for the combined results of this event, let's introduce the final event.
Yeah, that's a really long pass. It really takes up the entire length of the mat.
Yep. And just ending with a 1.5 after all of that.
Yep.
It's very challenging.
Toss, pyramid, and tumbling in our team 7.
So now we're moving into the team event, which is a 2-minute routine.
Yep.
And it pretty much encompasses every single thing that we've seen today, all in 2 minutes.
All in one routine.
Yeah.
This is a very fast-paced event, so be sure to keep your eyes on the mat.
Yep, this team event includes 30 acro elements, 4 pyramids, 5 tosses, 21 total standing tumbling passes, and then 21 total running tumbling passes.
The score for the tumbling event sprint. In duo B, Notre Dame 6.4, West Virginia State 7.3, and West Lib 8. In the trio B, Notre Dame 8.15, West Virginia State 4.5, and West Lib 7.5. In the quad B, Notre Dame 7.35, West Virginia State 2.10, and West Lib 8. In the aerial league, Notre Dame College 8.60, West Virginia State 8.30, and West Lib 9.35. In the 6-element league, Notre Dame College 8.65, West Virginia State 8.4, and West Lib 8.95. In the open league, Notre Dame College 8.825, West Virginia State 8.125, and West
So to recap on the total scores, West Liberty is still in the lead with 166.625 points. Notre Dame is following behind that with 148.825, and West Virginia State 113.575.
And here comes Notre Dame's team event.
It's pretty fast-paced, so there will be a lot going on. It's a pretty nerve-wracking event for the athletes. I love their dance at the end.
I was just about to say that. I love that. Super entertaining.
I think my favorite part was their team acro. They did pretty much full team presses. But I love when the formations are spread all the way across the mat. It makes your team look so much bigger. Yeah, this event takes a lot of stamina for sure. A lot of conditioning goes into it. Lots of cardio.
Yep. And you're basically giving your all at the very end.
Yeah.
Because this is the last chance for each team to get the amount of points that they need.
West Virginia State's getting ready to take the mat. It's pretty full circle watching this from the other side. I think both of us are like dying to just get out there and
Literally.
go on the mat.
Especially this portion of the meet.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
It is.
And the energy is crazy.
Yeah.
Next, with an 86.36 start time, please welcome to the floor the West Virginia State.
So here goes West Virginia State with their team event.
The NCATA National Championship will take place April 25th to 28th at Fairmont State University.
So now we've had 2 down and we have 1 to go. We're just waiting on West Liberty's team event now. So now we are seeing West Liberty come out for their team event. This will be the last event of the whole meet.
team event for the toppers.
Absolutely. So a couple little tumbling things, but really that's it. That was a really difficult routine. I just want to give a shout out to all of our teams today. So the team events are worth a lot more points than the other events. So it really could make or break any of the scores.
We're just waiting to hear all the scores from all three teams. I think today was a solid meet for all three teams.
It was. I want to point out Jillian's toss that she did in team routine. I don't think anyone's ever competed that for West Liberty before, so. And the amount of twisting tosses in team routine, that's never been done for West Liberty before.
Yeah, Jill competed in an Arabian Salto 180.
Yeah, Kelsey's really helped them step up their game every year. We were a part of Kelsey's first ever team here at West Liberty, so we've really watched her from the beginning grow as a coach.
Yep, and definitely grow as a team altogether.
Absolutely. And now we're seeing some girls that are seniors now were freshmen coming in whenever we competed with them, so.
Yep. Definitely bittersweet, but it's exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all the competitors today. Here are your final scores. In the team event for Notre Dame College, 83.070. In team event for West Virginia State, 40.0. In team event for West Lib, 86.96. And here are your final scores. Notre Dame College, 231.895. West Virginia State with a final score of 153.57. And West Liberty with a final score of 253.585.
So congratulations to West Liberty. That's a win.
Yep.
We thank you all for attending today's event. Spectators will kindly ask you to please remain off the playing surface as we prepare for tomorrow's basketball level event. Join us Sunday, March 3rd for our next home event against Hawaii Pacific. Please join us.
So we want to congratulate all of our teams. Safe travels, everyone leaving.
Yep, and thank you so much for watching and listening tonight. It was a pleasure to speak.